Hello, it's been about an hour since I had baked the top rack with 5 pounds of Grecian chicken, Greek style chicken, so delicious. And the second rack is the barbecue sauce that I will be using on it. So here we go. Okay, this is how it looks like after 1 hour, okay? Okay, and here's the one that has no seasoning, no flavor yet. I just wanted it to brown more, okay, before I put the sauce on. For the Grecian chicken, it's different because there's no sweet flavored sauce or anything, no barbecue sauce, so the sugar will not burn. So the Grecian chicken could just be marinated at the beginning and that's it. But I want the top to brown more and more fat to melt. And then the bottom is the Idaho potatoes. So I'm going to run this for another, I'd say 30 minutes. Well, let's see, maybe about 20 to 30 minutes, and I'm going to take it back out and then I'm going to brush the barbecue sauce on. Okay, and the Grecian chicken should pretty much be done already for another 30 minutes at 370 degrees. See, there we go. So it's been baking for an hour already at 370 degrees. And another 30 minutes, I'm going to take it out. You'll see. Thanks for watching. Okay, now that I had baked it for another 30 minutes, I'm taking out. The Grecian chicken should already be finished. So I'm going to take it out now. Look how, so the Grecian chicken's been baked for an hour and a half. Look how beautiful that looks. I'll zoom on this later. Actually, move this over. Now, the plain chicken, which I'm going to put the barbecue sauce on soon. And now the bottom is the Idaho potatoes, and you'll see that later when I take it out. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and zoom in. Okay, here's the delicious Grecian chicken. So yummy, look at that. An hour and a half of total baking time at 370 degrees for the Grecian chicken. Look how beautiful that looks. Look at that. In my other video, it has more of the tutorial video about the Grecian chicken, so you can look at that video on seeing how I did that, how I created this, or bake this delicious Grecian chicken. Okay, so here is what is the plain chicken, which I'm going to start brushing on the barbecue sauce. Okay, first of all, I'll show you my sauce. Okay, right here, as you can see in here, what's in here is my homemade sauce, very delicious, a lot of different stuff I put in there. It has fresh chopped cilantro. It's got minced garlic and ginger, the fresh. I try to avoid using powder because they're nothing compared to the fresh chopped ones, because the fresh ones has its fresh enzymes, its juices, and all the nutrients, lots of antioxidants. The processed version of the powder version of the seasoning, it's just awful. It's like it's not fresh anymore. It's all dried up and there's not much nutrients in it left. And it tastes very different compared to the fresh ones, okay? So it will change the way that your food tastes. So it's got, like I said, it's got this fresh chopped cilantro, fresh chopped garlic and ginger, fresh chopped lemongrass, and it's got barbecue sauce, like the honey version barbecue sauce. You could use whatever brand you like, whatever favorite barbecue sauce you like. So I like to use like the honey barbecue sauce, and the ingredients in it also has my brown sauce in it. Like my brown sauce is a separate sauce that I make, and that alone has oyster sauce, soy sauce, teriyaki sauce, honey, brown sugar, and it's got some fresh chopped garlic and ginger in it as well. And I like to mix some of that brown sauce in with the honey barbecue sauce. And then I also use like this spicy, like mild spice type of sweet and sour sauce like chicken marinade. I like to add that in here as well. So here is my combination of my entire homemade barbecue sauce, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and brush that in. Okay, so like I said, the Grecian chicken is already done, ready to eat now. Now it's the barbecue chicken turn. So I'm going to go ahead and brush it right on. Let me zoom out. Oh, there we go. Okay. So this has already been baked for an hour and a half at 370 degrees, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and brush a first coating on it, and later I'm going to brush another coating on it, okay? And once it's done, I will brush a third coating on it and leave it. The oven is still set at 370 degrees, okay? So I will keep letting it run until I'm done brushing some of this on evenly. The fresh chopped cilantro really makes a great difference. And any extra sauce that you have for the barbecue, I normally just freeze it. So when I'm ready, I just portion it out of how much I think I'm going to use. And whatever's left, I just put it back in the freezer. And this type of sauce freezes very well. And when you let it, when you thaw it, it still will be a little thick to have thickness to it, but you can still brush it on still. It doesn't really freeze all the way like ice cubes or anything. Okay, so there you have it. So I'm going to put it back in the oven. I'm going to put it in the oven for another, I'd say, for another like 10-15 minutes until it starts bubbling a little bit, because I really want the sauce to bake onto it. Move this out. Okay. So we'll just put it back in the middle rack again. And my Idaho potatoes are still in the very bottom still, baking. So we'll put it for another, about, let's say 15 minutes. Here we have an up close view of the Grecian chicken. So once it's ready, I would like take a spoon and drizzle some of that delicious broth and flavor from the chicken and drizzle on top. Gives it a really nice shiny look to it. And then you can serve it with sliced lemon. Delicious sliced lemons. And like I said, you could have, as I mentioned in my other tutorial video of the Grecian chicken, you could serve it with pita bread, garlic bread, or since we like to eat jasmine rice a lot, so we're going to be having that with jasmine and rice. Or whatever rice that you like. There we have it. So delicious and such a beautiful dish. Okay, so here you have it. The beautiful Greek style chicken, leg quarter cut. Absolutely delicious. With 3 lemon slices. This dish is so delicious, and it's so moist because it sits in its own pan and its own sauce and broth. And it keeps the bottom of the meat more moist. Mmm, so yummy. Look at that. Okay, after monitoring the oven, monitoring the barbecue, I had done 2 coatings, okay? The first coating, I baked it for 15 minutes, okay? And then with the first coating of brush of barbecue sauce. So now I'm going to go ahead and turn off the oven because my potatoes are still in the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to turn it off. Okay, it's already off. Okay, forgot I had to turn it off already. And so when I took it out after 15 minutes, I had went ahead and brushed a second coating of barbecue sauce on it. And instead of, to clarify things, I forgot to mention that it was at 370 degrees, right? So when you put the first coating of barbecue sauce, increase the temperature of the oven to 400, okay? It'll be a lot quicker browning process once you put the sauce on it. So when you put the sauce on it, increase the temperature to 400 degrees, all right? And let it bake for 15 minutes. So after 15 minutes, I would take it out, put a second coating of barbecue sauce on, and then instead of 15 minutes, after monitoring for 10 minutes, it was pretty much done at 10 minutes, okay? So like I said, ovens vary between different brands or whatever, depending how cold your home is or how hot your home is. It's gonna all vary, okay? So make sure you monitor your food as it bakes so it doesn't burn. Okay, so here you have it. Very delicious with my homemade barbecue sauce. As you can see how beautiful it is. And to make it even prettier, you can go ahead and add some toasted sesame seed. You could use whatever brand you like. So toasted sesame seed, and go ahead and sprinkle some of that just to give it a prettier look to it. Those who are allergic to seeds, of course, don't use it. So for us, we're not allergic to a lot of stuff. So go ahead and sprinkle it on lightly. Give that pretty look to it. Okay, there we go. Just sprinkle it over lightly. I'll zoom in. There you have it. Leg quarters, chicken leg quarters with barbecue, homemade barbecue sauce. Nice and yummy. So here we have it. Garnished the leg quarter with the barbecue sauce. Garnished with sliced tomatoes and cucumber and some cilantro. Look how beautiful that looks. So yummy. With some sesame seeds in there as well. Absolutely beautiful. And like I have mentioned in my other videos, if you put your heart and soul and your passion into cooking or baking, I do both food and desserts. So in this case is the chicken. So, you know, we could always say, you know, I don't have time, I work a lot, I don't have time to cook, I don't have time to go to the grocery store and all that prep work. Yes, it does take hours and hours of your time, I understand. And, you know, if you want to, when you do have some time, if you make time to cook or even bake desserts or prepare anything, you know, it's trial and error, and you'll start to get better and better each time. You'll start to get used to what certain ingredients will do for certain type of dishes or even just different types of desserts. And, you know, you put your mind to it, you put your passion and love into it, you will create something amazing. And this is part of my creation. Delicious homemade barbecue leg quarters. Yummy chicken. Thanks for watching.